Let me mess.
No mess.
Mic is on. I'm good to go. I'm learning all the new buttons. So there was like, I wanted the little circle thing there because I like the circle thing. But I have to, there's all these buttons here, okay? We're on Weather Extra, by the way, and I'm going to talk weather here in a second.
Best of luck.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's baby steps for me. It's technology. It's tough. So there's all these buttons. So I want to try to play around with different buttons because I play with the Weather Extra on the weekends on Saturday and Sunday mornings, those of you who join me then. And there's all these like really cool like things you can do. And I want to try new things. So I was trying to learn and you caught me learning because I forgot that I hit the button to start. So anyway, Weather Extra. Hi, everybody. Friday night. Good for you. Weekend's here. Good for me. Weekend's here. It means I work. I hope everybody enjoyed the big changes that took place today. We had some showers and storms last night. Not much in the way of widespread severe weather, if any at all. I think there was some SWS warnings, just some special weather statements. Front passed by harmlessly, and then it moved so far south and east so quickly that we were able to get into sunshine. It turned out to be a fantastic afternoon, a little breezy. You could feel the air drying out, the humidity way down. And now just a really pleasant night because those winds have backed off. They're nearly calm. The temperatures have dipped back into the 60s, and there's a few locations that are on the cusp of 50s already, which is very cool compared to where we've been at. And a big-time pattern change from daily rainfall with potential severe weather, it felt like for almost 10 days in a row, to a very quiet pattern tonight that will lead to a beautiful day for tomorrow. And now I know I can take full fade. Bam, look at me go. All right, all right, all right. Whew. Feel free to say hi, say nice things. If you say mean things, you make me cry, but that's okay. So there's your temperatures. Scottsboro 61, Fort Payne 62. Coleman is at 59 degrees. That is cool and refreshing. So the last couple of weeks, we haven't really been hot, but we've been really, really humid. And it's been like 70s and humid. So I came into work today and it was in the 70s, but it's a completely different feel outside. Like it just felt good. The dew points had dropped, and overall, just felt really good. I turned over to Toyota Field in Madison, where I got to watch the fireworks show. They had a big old pitcher's duel tonight. I won't say who won because they might be covering it in sports, and I don't want to steal their thunder, so to speak. But 565, I put it on Toyota Field because they got the game in tonight. It was a fast-moving game, and they play tomorrow night at 6:35 against the Biloxi Shuckers, and I do believe the weather will be just fine for that. And then they play on Sunday in the afternoon. I think it's a 2:35 first pitch, and there is a slight chance of a storm Sunday afternoon, but they should be good to go. I think most areas will stay. It'll be more hit or miss and more miss than hit on Sunday. So it looks like the weekend for the Trash Pandas weather-wise will cooperate. They were winners of 3 in a row going into tonight, and I know the results, but I'm not going to give them away. So it's all good. Hi, Chase. Friday night. Woohoo. Yeah, bring on Friday night. Bring on the weekend. Mac Daddy grooves on. It's all good. Hi, Lori. Lori, good to see you on. Look at you representing Rhode Island in the house. From a small town of Coventry, Rhode Island, my good friend Lori is on. Lori, I miss you. I hope all is well. Hi, Eddie. Good to see you. Thank you for saying hi. Chase said actually shot some basketball tonight with the fellas. Super nice out there. Good for you. I mean, what a beautiful night. You know, I got 58 for the low tonight, and seeing what those temperatures are currently right now with the winds backing off and clear skies, what we call radiational cooling. Any heat we had from the surface escapes back up in the atmosphere. You don't have any wind to mix it around. There's no clouds, and it just goes right back up in the atmosphere. So that 58 might be not aggressive enough. We might be even a little cooler tonight than that. I might make that adjustment for the 10 o'clock show. We'll see what happens. Shelly says, yay, finally sunshine. Yeah, I think we all feel that way too. It was like a big victory today when we had like a nice day. So let's do it again tomorrow. Temperatures in the low 80s. A little breeze will pick up. It'll be a little bit more west-northwesterly instead of northwesterly, which really doesn't mean anything unless you're fishing and you want to go to a certain lake and you want the wind to be a certain direction, I guess. Or if you're playing baseball, the wind blows out northwest, but by the time we get to the Pandas game at night, there won't be much wind. But sunshine galore tomorrow. Enjoy, everybody. It's a really beautiful Saturday, a well-deserved Saturday of sunshine. The weekends have been tough to come by when it comes to like good weather, and I know there's a 30% chance there on Sunday, but You know, I look at some of the forecast models. I put them up on air tonight, and they are really backing off on the rainfall. But we'll keep an isolated thunderstorm in there for Sunday afternoon. It's really like more like between like 4 and 7 p.m. And it is truly hit or miss, and I'm hoping for more miss than hit. There will be more cloud cover Sunday than Saturday, but it's still nice. Mid 80s looks good. And then Monday gets really warm. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. So that's the warmest day we've had in quite some time. And of course, that's now getting into June as we flip the calendar, of course. Heather says, hello, hey, beautiful day today. It was. Misty says, I'm fishing tomorrow. You enjoy a little fishing time. I think you'll be good to go. Be fine. A little breeze in the afternoon if you're on the water, but otherwise looking good. Monday and Tuesday is nice. That 20% on Wednesday is at night. So much of Wednesday is dry too. And then we track some more rain for Thursday, Friday, and then kept it for Saturday and Sunday into next weekend. Hydro Fest next weekend in Gunnersville, I do believe. And we want to make sure we can try to maybe pull some of that rain out of the forecast. But for now, we've left some scattered showers and thunderstorms. The highest chance of rain on that 10-day looks like at this time, Thursday night into Friday, and then Saturday night into Sunday. But it's a week out. There'll be a lot of changes with the timing of it and stuff like that. But try to think of cool statistics to tell you. So I think Huntsville is going to end up second in highest rain total of May since records have been kept. I don't think we had enough rain in the last 2 days. We've had enough rain for the whole month, don't get me wrong. We've had over 11 inches of rainfall at the Huntsville, at the Huntsville International. But probably not going to beat that 1983 total of 11.88. Yep, almost a foot of rain back in 1983. And we have not hit 90 yet in Huntsville, Decatur, or the Shoals, the three areas that we get our, I mean, I'm sure in your backyard, maybe you hit 90. But the three places that we have our weather climate sites at have not hit 90 yet. So we have a chance Monday and Tuesday. I think we'll come up a little short. Wednesday could be sneaky. If the cloud cover on Wednesday doesn't move in quickly, we'd have a higher chance with sunshine all day to maybe go 90. So Wednesday would be the day we'd have a chance. Because if we get those showers and storms on Thursday, Friday, forget about it. We hit 90. So 'tis all good. 'Tis all good. So I don't know if y'all like baseball. I'm a big baseball guy. I love this time of year. It's hard. I'm so glad the weather is quiet tonight because I could actually tune into the college baseball world regionals. And of course, Auburn's a 1 seed and they're taking on Central Connecticut State University. And I actually almost played baseball at Central Connecticut State University way back in the day. And yeah, pretty cool. But they're playing right now. I won't give the score away in case you're recording. Alabama came up short earlier against Miami, but best time of year if you're a baseball fan and you like college baseball. Like if you haven't watched it on ESPN Plus, they have this thing called Squeeze Play, and there's like 8 games up at one time, and they just bounce back and forth to each game. It's like baseball paradise. It's awesome. So I've been watching that and also keeping an eye on the weather forecast for you too. But I'm a big, huge baseball fan for sure. Roberta, good to see you. Hello, Roberta. Always a pleasure. Good to see you on. D, what are you doing? Bison can jump 8 feet. I didn't know that. Things you learn when you're on Weather Extra. And the very knowledgeable D, let me know. I just was talking about that. Did Huntsville break the rainfall record? I don't think so. We had this crazy downpour last night around 10, 11 o'clock, right? It parked itself over my house in northwest Huntsville, and it poured. But it didn't go south and never really went to the airport. If that downpour was at the airport, easily would have had the top spot. But I don't think there was enough rain. There was nothing. There was no storms. It was a big old blah. Nothing last night, which I didn't expect, and nothing really this morning. The front went by really quietly. So I think we ended up deuce, number 2, my friend. I don't think we got to number 1. Chase, I was a pitcher in high school and sort of college. Yes. Minor league fastball with a major league curveball. Couldn't throw the ball through a pane of glass. Boy, I could make it move. Adam, Fort Payne checking in a little late, though. You're never late, Adam. I just appreciate you coming by. I just want to chat. So that's all this is about. I don't have my microphone on right either. I'm a mess. I didn't tuck it in or anything. I'm just letting it all go on this Friday evening. The weekend is here. Hi, Teresa from Hazel Green. Big hearts. Good to see you on. It's a green heart, too. I'm a big fan of green hearts. That's pretty awesome. So, anybody got big plans for the weekend? I know. Trying to think, so this weekend, Eric Burke is Saturday. He's working mornings this weekend, and I'm working nights this weekend, Saturday and Sunday nights. So I'm trying to think about what I can do before I have to come into work. I already mowed yesterday, Thursday, or Wednesday, whatever day it was, we had no rain. I was really excited about it. But there's a lot of different events taking place over the weekend. It's not just sports, which I focus on, but cool stuff. Even if you just take a walk down to Big Spring Park and just take a little tour, walk around, see all the ducks. I love doing stuff like that. Just a reason to get outside, even if it's just sitting out in your back deck or just hanging out, just enjoying a weekend where you don't have to keep an eye on storms. Well, Sunday, but I mean like storms. And yeah, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow's like feet up on the desk Jeff day when I come in because it's going to be awesome. Adam says, how's the rain chances looking for Sunday? We still have 30%. Remember, 30% doesn't mean 30% yes, 70% no. 30% means the coverage will be 30% of the area. Nobody really knows that, but so more areas will likely stay dry than get wet. But if you're that one location that has a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, you're going to be like, I have such bad luck. Kind of. Hi, Katie Smith. I'm watching you. Hope all is well. Say hello to Tiny for me. I appreciate that. Hi, Billy Joe King. Hello there. I appreciate you, too, for coming by and saying hi. That's awesome. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday night, getting your weekend ready to go. Saturday and Sunday, right around the corner. It's knocking. There it is. Adam says, the temps look awesome for the next 10 days. Yeah, I mean, some of you, it's funny too, because there's no ideal weather for everybody. There's not one size fits all. So when we started going mid to upper 80s for next week, there were some people writing me on Facebook. They're like, oh, summer is coming. And I'm like, well, kind of. It's kind of where we're supposed to be. And summer is coming. That is true. It's next month. But we've been really cool for May. The temperature, I mean, we're always cool. Don't get me wrong. But temperature-wise in May, we're way down because you've had clouds and rainfall. If you don't have a lot of sunshine, you don't have a lot of warmth. And normal, on average, I don't want to say normal, on average, Huntsville usually hits 90 on average May 19th, which means sometimes it happens in the course of April, sometimes it holds off till later in the year, right? So here's an interesting little tidbit for you, okay? The latest we've had a 90-degree day in Huntsville on the calendar year starting in January was June 25th of 1983. And ironically, 1983 is also the record rainiest May on record in Huntsville. That makes sense. It's like the pattern in that 1983 is almost repeating itself in 2025. It's crazy. And I don't know if we'll go to June 25th before we hit 90 because we have maybe a chance next week. But the similarities in the 2 years are just crazy. And not to mention 1983, not only did May top out as the highest rain total in May history in Huntsville, but the month of April was a soaker too. It was back-to-back months. The 2 months combined had over 20 inches of rain in Huntsville. So it kept the temperatures way down. Anyway, stupid statistical stuff. I'm a big stat guy. I love baseball. I love stats. I love stats with weather too. It all works together. Beverly watching from Killen. Oh, I love Killen. Well, thank you for stopping by from Killen tonight, Beverly. You have a fantastic rest of your night. She says, I have my windows open, listening to the frogs. I got some frogs in the back of my yard too, and they're loud right now. I'm assuming they're big old bullfrogs. I don't know. I just know that they sound like they're singing together at this point. But yeah, what a beautiful night. Open up the windows. Let the fresh air in, right? Awesome. Michelle with an L. What are you doing? Big plans this weekend. Replacing the porch railing, then painting it. Fun. I love it. I think it's great. Doing something that's outside, kind of, sort of, you know what I mean? And for the house, which is great. I'm all about that. I don't have to mow, but I am going to try to get some gardening in tomorrow. I got to weed my side garden. I got some weeds coming in. I got to get rid of that. And I want to put some new rock down. Michelle, remember all the rock that I put down? Like, that's when we became friends, like 2 years ago. And you were like, what are you doing all that work for? Like, stop. I was so sore. I pulled my back that summer. I know now not to do that. I'm too old to do it. But I need to refresh the rock after 2 years. So I'm going to refresh the rock tomorrow. But I'm going to do it slowly. I'm not going to try to carry 3 bags at one time. And I'm going to be really smart about it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Try to get that done. Adam says, at least all the gardens and lawns are getting watered. Oh, yeah. In fact, tomorrow, if you are real quiet and you listen, you'll hear the grass growing. Yes, because that's how fast it's going to grow when we pop this sunshine. Everything is soaked. We've had so much rainfall. The gardens are popping. My cannas actually came up yesterday. Got this beautiful yellow and this beautiful red canna. And they're literally drunk from all the rainfall. They're like, okay, we've had enough. No more. We're good. We'll just blossom, make it easier. Katie says, I've really enjoyed the mild temps. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been hot yet, you know. I mean, I know in the real world, hot is in summertime and it's still spring, but we know in the Tennessee Valley that we can get pretty toasty in April and May. We just haven't had that. It's been subdued. Adam says, I've been seeing things posted about a possible tropical storm or hurricane in the Gulf around the 10th. Then I see when it completely misses the Gulf. I would say this, Adam, if somebody's showing you a graphic of a hurricane hitting on June 10th and it's only May 30th, I would take it kind of with a grain of salt. But I know the forecast model they're looking at. It's the GFS. And that GFS had that tropical storm hitting Texas and now it hit Florida, and then it's too far out. It's too far out. So I think like it's fun, it's eye candy, and a lot of like the weather nerds really get a kick out of that, and they'll post it, and they'll be like, "Look, a hurricane's going to hit Florida next week." I'm not saying that, and it doesn't really mean much. Now, if it starts showing that like 2 or 3 days out, we'll look at it. It has potential, but hurricane season does kick off June 1st to November 30th. Yeah, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah. So and you can have a hurricane outside of hurricane season, but official hurricane season. Also, I don't know if you all saw this, but I saw an article yesterday. And have you ever heard of Saharan dust? So out in the Saharan desert in Africa, the winds blow the Saharan dust over the Atlantic, right? And you can get this big plume of sand that goes over the ocean. That plume of sand is awesome to negate tropical development, which is great. It can really suppress any tropical systems, which is awesome. You don't want hurricanes and tropical storms. But when it makes it over landfall, it can be really, really difficult for people who suffer from asthma or respiratory issues. There's a lot of particles in the air, and it can lead to some really bad air quality. It can also enhance the sunrise and sunset looks because those particles in the air can accentuate the colors of both. Also, another area in the United States right now is up in the Great Lakes and the Upper Plains. I don't know if you all heard about the Canadian wildfires. I think it's in Manitoba. And all that smoke is diving south. It could be some of that smoke could make it all the way down to the Tennessee Valley come Sunday. But just because we've had a really strong northwesterly wind. But the air quality is real bad up in Chicago and stuff from all that smoke coming down from the wildfires. So pretty crazy. D says, nah, I forgot what that was about. Chase, I've already been seeing that float around TikTok. The TikTok doomers. Yeah, I like that nickname, Chase. TikTok doomers. The same TikTok that I think it was a couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago, and there's this girl that's on TikTok, and she doesn't know weather at all, but she got like 80 million followers, and everybody believes her. And she was trying to tell everybody there was going to be a Category 7 hurricane. Yeah, and James Spann called her out. He's like, girl, there's no hurricane. There's no Category 7.
Where did you go to?
It's called TikTok School.
Yeah.
Yes. I graduated from TikTok University. How many people, so many people believe him too. That's the craziest thing. Brenda, watching from Paint Rock this beautiful night with no rain. You know what? I like I'm a big fan of Caps No Rain thing going on that you got going right there. That's good stuff.
She said
Hashtag good stuff. Well,
that.
yeah, Brenda. Nicole says, so, and potentially have a date tomorrow at 1 p.m. Good for you, Nicole.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. Send pictures. We'll see if we approve. I'm so glad I don't have an excuse to cancel said date, citing inclement weather. A very good reason for my planned cancellation. Oh, well, now I have to show up. You know what, Nicole? It may be a fantastic date, and you may be so happy it's sunny. I see good things happening here. I think it's good. I'm not Chuck Woolery. I'm not like, Love Connection guy, but I just have a good vibe. I got a good vibe on this for you. You good, all right? It's all right. Amberly says, we love you all. Thank you for keeping us safe. Amberly, that's very sweet, and we appreciate that. Try to have a little fun with the weather when it's not serious, but very serious when there's severe weather. Michelle with what now? Sounds like a perfect porch morning tomorrow. Yeah, and I'm not going to be here having coffee with you tomorrow. That's Eric Burke's job tomorrow. I'm going to be sleeping. I'm on night side now, and I'm on night side all the way until Wednesday. So it takes my body like 2 or 3 days to adjust to the schedule, but once I start going nights, forget about it. I'm like up until 2 in the morning. I'm sleeping until 10. Yep.
It's a great time.
Usually I get up at 2 in the morning. So yeah, it's a little
Nice
different.
to sleep
It
in.
is. It is nice to sleep in. Adam says, yeah, I've been watching in there and some Facebook posts, which you know about that goes. Yep, you got it. That TikTok, Facebook craziness sometimes out there. Amy, it was a pretty good week to go hunting club and work on some awesome areas we hunt. Oh, good. That's great. I think you're going to really like tomorrow, too. Tomorrow's good, too. Adam says, I was looking. I know how some posts can be shared to spread hype. Yep, you got it, Adam. Yeah, Adam says category 7. Yeah, and everybody believed her. That was the funniest thing. Like 80,000 followers, and they're all like, oh my gosh, a category 7? Like, yep, it's never been seen before, and nobody's telling you about it because they don't want you to be safe. And I was like, who are you? Hi, Tegan. Tegan, no severe weather in Albertville tonight. You good. I got your message the other night. I was like, you good? You're good. And I'm glad you're here. That makes my night. It's good to see you. I hope all is well. Tegan's in Albertville.
Oh.
Yep.
Very nice.
Tegan was the first one to tell me about the earthquake that hit Tennessee a month ago.
What?
She was in Albertville, and she said, so I'm doing weather extra, and she's like, Jeff, a little shake, rattle, and roll here in Albertville. What's going on?
In Georgia, and I was like, geez.
Right. And she was like, so then I'm like, you know what, Tegan, let me go look at the USGS webpage, because I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But let me tell you a little secret. What's really kind of funny about that is I look and I'm like, oh my gosh, there was an actual tornado. Or I mean, earthquake.
It was unreal.
And so Tegan helped me out with that. So it was really sweet.
Shout out to Tegan.
Tegan rocks. Big fan of Tegan. Chase, category 7 sounds like a terrible movie on the Sci-Fi Channel, right? It's like a Sharknado. Sharknadoes are real, though. Didn't you know that? Hey, Mel. Well, isn't it a pleasure to see Mel on tonight? It is so wonderful to see you. It's not the true 9:45 Facebook Lives we used to do in Rhode Island, but it's a weather extra at 9:30, which is close to 9:45, right? It's good to see you, Mel. I hope all is well. All right, 9:52 is the time, and that means that I've got to skedaddle.
Get going.
I got this 10 o'clock newsy thing I got
Just a
to,
little thing.
a little on-air news
On
thing.
air.
So Margot in the house, and she's gonna rock it like she always does. And Carl's in the house tonight. Me and him have been talking baseball. Cam was here too, talking about baseball. Yeah. I love sports. I used to be a sports guy.
Yeah, he was a sports guy.
That's how I got into sports a long time ago. I did play-by-play for baseball.
Unreal.
I even worked at ESPN for a hot second,
Look at that.
but it was behind the scenes. It wasn't on air.
That's
They wouldn't put this on air.
Cool though, God.
Yeah, back when ESPN3 was a digital web page.
I do remember those days.
I used to cut video for all the baseball games, Major League Baseball. Deacon says, so glad there's no severe weather. Thank you for keeping me safe always. Well, aren't you so sweet for saying that? And so grateful for me. All that is very nice, Deacon. I appreciate that. Thank you. Adam says, have a good night, Jeff. Thanks for the update. You're welcome, my friend. And that would be the storm of the century if it was a Cat 7. Yikes! I wouldn't want to see what that would do. So there's your 10-day. I'm going to show it again on air in a little while. And 9:54 is the time. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday night. Enjoy a superb Saturday. And dodge and weave and play a Houdini act and miss those showers and storms on Sunday afternoon, which I think most of you will. It'll turn out to be a pretty nice weekend. So something to look forward to. Have a good night, everybody.